Hello everyone again, this is Brandon from the Jones House here with another quick little music lesson. Today we're going to be talking about the mandolin, which is another cool instrument found in a lot of different styles of American roots music and acoustic music. So today we're just going to talk about some of the basic chords and a basic strumming pattern that you can kind of get started on that would kind of allow you to play along with some CDs that you have around the house or even a little jam session with maybe some friends. So the first thing we're going to work on here is just our basic G chord. So on the left hand here, I've got my first finger on the second fret of the A strings, and I've got my second finger, my middle finger, on the third fret of the E strings. And then the G and D strings are open. So strumming that whole thing, it sounds like this. So for our C chord, all we have to do here is we just move the G chord one string closer to the ceiling for both fingers. So now you're pressing down on the two inner sets of strings, and your G and E strings are just wide open. So that sounds like this. And then for our D chord, we kind of grab the outer two edges of the second fret. So my first finger here is on the second fret of the G's, and my second finger, my middle finger, is on the second fret of the E's. And now my D's and A's strings are open. So this one sounds like this. So we got G, we got C, and we got a D. So that's what we're going to do with the left hand today. And then for the right hand, I've got my pick, and we're going to talk about just a basic strumming pattern. So I call this just the pick strum pattern, and I've taught it on mandolin, and I also usually teach it on guitar. And for a lot of styles of music, or at least kind of in the bluegrass and old time realm, it'll kind of get you by on a lot of songs. So it's pretty simple. It's all downstrokes. So the pick part of the pick strum, we're going to pick just these G strings here, just by themselves. And then we're going to strum all four strings. And I'm holding down my G chord here on my left hand for this. So this is the strum. And that's it. We just go back and forth. So you go pick, strum, pick, strum, pick, strum, pick, strum. We're going to do that same pattern for all the chords here. So we did it for our G, and we do the same thing for our C here. And for our D. And then back to G. So that's one thing to practice just there. It's especially if you're just getting started at it, being able to switch those chords that fast is going to take a little while. And being able to keep that rhythm with your right hand will take a little while, and then doing them together with a good solid rhythm. It takes a little practice, and you can use a metronome or something like that if you need to give you a little help. I'm going to play along with using those chords with a little backing track here so you can kind of get a feel of how the rhythm sounds. So this will be I'll Fly Away, which is a popular kind of standard tune. I'm just going to play it instrumentally here and just strum along the chords just to show you the rhythm a little bit.
1, 2, 3.
Starting on G. Pick, strum, pick, strum. C. Back to G. G. So as you can see, it's a little bit faster, but it's just the same thing, just a little sped up. It's just the pick strum. Same with all the chords, C, D. And just kind of learning those basic things, just some of the simple chords and just kind of that pick strum rhythm. You could play hundreds, if not thousands, of popular songs, especially if it's in the key of G. There's just a ton of great songs that are just G, C, and D, and we call it 1, 4, and 5 in the key of G. And if you could learn 1, 4, and 5 and in D or in A or some of the other keys, you could go to a jam tonight and strum along with people. So hope this helps.